Hi, I'm Steve Schimoler, chef owner of Crop Bistro here in Cleveland, and yeah, I'm getting to cook at home today. And this dish actually is one that I really end up doing once a year because it's St. Patrick's Day. Now, I did live in New England for a number of years, and this dish called boiled dinner is really a traditional thing up there, and they eat it all year long. It's not just reserved for St. Patrick's Day, but corned beef and cabbage is pretty much associated with St. Patrick's Day. They say there's a little bit of Irish in everybody, so this one is for you too. So this is simple stuff, but it's the complexity of its simplicity what makes it so kind of fun and tasty. So the key thing here is boiled dinner. That means water. And I'm using Kinetico reverse osmosis water. I have a K5 system here right at my sink. I get pure water all the time. I've found that cooking with the RO water is especially important. RO water takes everything out except the water. So we're starting with pure water and we're finishing with pure water. As we're reducing and boiling, I don't want to concentrate any off flavors. So, real simple, stock pot filled 3/4 with RO water, bring it to a boil. This is corned beef. You get it at any store nowadays. It's already pre-brined, so it's already got some flavor in it, and it's ready to go. So first thing in is get your corned beef in there. Then, kind of in order of cooking, and this takes a little bit of time, however, we're going to layer these ingredients in, because this dish takes about an hour and a half to really cook up and develop all the flavors. So I like using these red skin potatoes, just cut them in half, and depending on how many people you're serving, for me personally, that one corned beef will pretty much be good for me. But if you're having a big party, you might want to put a few more in or a few extra potatoes. I love this dish because it does get the house start smelling awesome. You just smell this great aroma that just fills the house, and it immediately brings me back to growing up when my mother would make this for St. Patrick's Day. So, red skin potatoes, then a little bit of carrot. I love the carrot, and they're going to tenderize. They're going to be just butter soft when they're done. Some red onion, julienne, a little bit thicker cut, and layer that in there. Then what I do is we season this up. I'm actually going to add a little of this fennel now. This is Fennel Bulb, and what you do is just cut these in 4, so when they're going to stay together, just lay those in there like so. There we go. So I've got all those vegetables, and you see this huge cabbage? That's going to go in towards the end. We don't want it to cook it too much. So then, some salt. Oh, a good healthy tablespoon for this. Then some cracked black pepper, about a teaspoon. Then I've got mustard seed. And I'm going to use about almost a tablespoon of that mustard seed. It gives it a great deep flavor. Then a little bit of dried thyme. So then what I would do is I put this to bed, and I would let this simmer for a good hour and a half. Bring it to a boil, boiled dinner, then simmer it down to low heat and a good hour and a half. So what I would do is right at the end, about 5 minutes before I'm ready to finish up, I'm going to take this cabbage, and this is Napa cabbage. It's very tender. If you're using regular white cabbage, you want to add your cabbage a little more towards, give it a little extra time, maybe 15 minutes before you're ready to serve. But the Napa cabbage is going to really cook up, oh, maybe 3 minutes or so, 5 minutes max. So what I like to do is keep these whole so they don't come apart. Leave the stem end in, and then what you do right at the end, so about 10 minutes before maximum, more like 5, if you want them a little more crunchy, you just layer these in here, right on top, keep them whole, and get your lid back on. I'm going to finish that for, again, depending on how crunchy I want the Napa cabbage, 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes max. So boiled dinner, super, super simple. This is something that anyone can do. It is about the water. I don't want those off flavors. I want the freshness of the carrot, that really subtle cabbage flavor, and of course the beef. It's about the beef on this one. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Enjoy it. See you soon.